That's not right.
Yo, man, AP from the 413. Back with another video, man. Hey, it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie. A lot been going on, you know what I'm saying? Changing jobs and shit like that. But I seen this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul shit. I was kind of mad at it. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to see what he's talking about. Hey, remember to like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Let's get into this one.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Obviously, this is not my normal setup. I am on the road, but I did have some time today, so I wanted to talk about the fight last night between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Awful,
Unfortunately, Mike Tyson did lose by decision, but I am glad there were no knockouts, at least on Jake's part. Overall, the fight was very disappointing on several fronts, so let's talk about it.
The fuck was that? I seen this nigga's training. I saw Mike Tyson's training. That was some bullshit. I'm just not gonna lie.
Let me just preface this by saying the only influencer boxing match worse than this one was probably the Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul special, where Dylan just refused to throw a punch. He made the whole thing kind of a joke. And in the meantime, Logan Paul could literally not knock out an immobile target who was not moving.
I mean,
the guy was just standing there taking blow after blow, pause, and Logan just could not get the job done. Now let's talk about a couple of things that happened.
The fuck are you wearing, first of all, sir? See, I saw this and got mad.
Or the fight. At the final weigh-in, Mike does come out, junk out and all, and he ends up actually slapping up Jake Paul after he stepped on his foot.
Did he really step on his foot? Okay, I guess he did.
A lot of people thought this was a purposeful tactic by Jake. Some people were saying it was set up. Some people found it strange that Jake kind of crawls up on all fours like a gorilla. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Mike looks pretty genuinely pissed right there. This is what Jake would say after getting slapped.
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked out. I'm f***ing him up, Burial. I'm f***ing him up. He hits like a... It's personal now. It's personal now. He must die.
Alright, nigga.
Listen, guys, I don't know if it's the fact that Jake
That nigga did not fight like that.
First influencer to develop CTE, or if that's just the steroids raging through his body. But Mike Tyson would indeed not die in that ring. Here's what Jake's mom would say after she saw her little boy get slapped.
I'm gonna kill Mike Tyson for you. Fucking little bitch.
Yo, what? She's wild for that.
It's like, remember all those times you abused me, Mom? Then Jake started talking really crazy before the fight, saying, I believe I could beat Mike Tyson during any phase of any part of his career.
Nigga, what? You know that's a damn lie, bro. Ain't no damn way. I ain't gonna lie. I think Mike Tyson still could have. Was that fake? Like, bro. Because I seen him during training. He was moving so different. I almost feel like he put on a front. I don't feel like he was actually fighting that night. I feel like he still could beat Jacob. But maybe that was really him. Maybe that was old age. But, bro, to say any part of his career, nigga.
If you went into the ring with like a 25 to 35-year-old Mike Tyson, he would have literally flatlined you in 10 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
Like, let's say back in the 80s or 90s, this would be like a popular musician or a popular movie star wanting to box Mike. You know how much back then that absolute killer would have loved to just fuck someone like this up? He probably would have done this shit for free. Before the fight, Mike even had his whole ass out.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
Vicious win. Thank you, Dad.
Love you.
Yeah, I saw this live.
This was actually a really big foreshadowing because from here on out, the rest of the stream would just be absolute ass. I mean, Netflix claims that they prepared for all the traffic coming to their platform. It's going to be Netflix's biggest live sports event to date. But the streamer tells us everyone from IT to production has put their all into preparation and will be ready to combat any and all technical issues that may arise. Well, basically like 500 million people are watching this fight at once. Or I guess I should say they were trying to watch it because they were just staring at a buffering screen. I was actually down in the lobby of this hotel last night trying to watch
bro,
the
that's
fight.
all you... That was half of the shit, bro. That was half of it. It was just freeze. I was like, you think these niggas will be prepared for these people coming to watch?
With like a little crowd of people. And this motherfucker was back there trying to load up Stream East on the side, okay? He had a laptop. I mean, this is how sad it got, guys. At one time, Antonio Brown was streaming the video on Twitter, and you had 6.6 million concurrent viewers watching. Keep in mind, this is a view from the actual stadium. You know, there at AT&T, they got the big old Jumbotron, so someone just set up a phone there, and he collected all those Twitter shekels. I mean, the fact that one man's phone could handle a 6.6 million viewer live stream, but Netflix was apparently totally unprepared for this traffic. It's just hilarious. This is not the first time this has happened for Netflix when they've tried to put on a live event. People anticipated they might even buy Netflix just to view this one event, and then the shit doesn't even work. When it comes to actual boxing, it was a snooze fest. Mike's legs got wobbly around the third round.
Yeah,
I think
that shit was crazy.
Gassed. And at the end, it really just seemed
all
like
the fights before that shit were better. Every single fight, like, it was crazy. And I said that, I was like, bro, I was watching that shit like, yo, the Jake Paul Mike fight better be like these fights, because this is some bullshit. Like, these fights, yo, I think it was like Ramos something versus Mario Bar. I don't know, bro. And then there was these females, they was going crazy. One dude got humped. That was crazy. Like, bro, all the fights before were actually good. And then these niggas fought. And I was like, I knew it. I knew this bullshit was going to happen. It was like, it's a cash grab. I knew it.
Jake, just out of pure respect, was not going to knock this man out. He was kind of just giving him jabs. Kind of
Yeah.
Like Jake, just out of...
You could tell.
Around the third round, I think he was pretty gassed. And at the end, it really just seemed like Jake, just out of pure respect, was not going to knock this man out. He was kind of just...
I feel like it was sad, bro. Damn, maybe he could have knocked him out. And he was just like, I just won't knock him out. That shit is sad, bro. This should have never happened.
Giving him jabs, kind of securing the win. I think Mike only threw like 85 punches total or something like that, and very few of them connected. This being one of them.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And I'm not really seeing that much power behind that punch at all. As you guys can see, Jake, guy, he keeps calling out Canelo. Listen, Canelo, I know you're like a charity man. I know you like to do things for the local community. I mean, you could put some serious philanthropy on your resume by knocking this motherfucker out. And this is how you know this shit was so fake. At the end of the fight, you know, Jake was bowing down to him for about 10 seconds there. And I wish that Mike would have just taken this moment right here and just teed off on his head, like when you're in T-ball and the ball's just sitting there. All you gotta do is swing. And you know, Mike looks like he kind of thought about it.
Tyson.
But instead he sticks out the hand. Okay, we're looking at a new era of Mike Tyson. And sadly, you know, when it comes to his physique, I thought that Mike looked pretty good. It did appear that he was training really hard for this fight for close to over a year. But sadly, guys, Father Time ends up coming for absolutely everyone. This man is almost 60 years old at this point, and he really just could not last. His best chance was just to go, like, all out for the first probably 2 or 3 rounds and just totally gas himself out and maybe try and get the knockout. But it really just wasn't happening, and it was pretty apparent very early on in the fight. Here, Jake Paul praises Mike. He says he's the GOAT.
First and foremost, Mike Tyson. It's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend. He's the greatest to ever do it.
Bro, you wasn't supposed to be fighting him. You wasn't supposed to fight this old ass man, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Like, he just fights niggas he knows he gonna beat, bro. You wasn't supposed to fight this old ass man.
On the planet, so it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
So there, Jake's just showing some respect. After the fight, you obviously got Logan standing around in the background trying to get his airtime. You know he always tries to make these situations about himself. And when Mike tells him, hey, I want to fight you too, Logan, this is what Logan says.
Logan, I think he said you might be next. Oh, fuck, I'll kill you, Mike.
Now, I won't...
What's wrong with these niggas, man?
I won't lie, I think even like a 60-year-old Mike Tyson might beat up on Logan Paul. Not that I want to reopen Pandora's box here, guys, but this guy couldn't even knock out Dylan Dennis when he wasn't even moving. You know, when it comes to Jake, at least he has all those knockouts on his resume. It might not be the most impressive fighters. But for Logan, it's like, bro, you never even won a boxing match, okay? You lunch lead, businessman. Whooped your ass multiple times. After the fight, Tank Davis would post this on Instagram where he says, to the bozo that shared the ring with Mike, you a whole bozo for this, and you didn't get the job done, shithead. Here, Jake would confirm to a reporter that he was apparently taking it easy on Mike once he saw those legs get a little bit wobbly. To a reporter that he was apparently taking it easy on Mike once he saw those legs get a little bit wobbly.
At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit?
I can see it, though. We can see it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
I mean, yeah, honestly, last night, if he would have just, like, brutally knocked out Mike Tyson, I mean, he might have gone down in history as the biggest douche of all time, and he's already, you know, in the running for that, but...
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No,
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
but it didn't actually hurt. No one's punches have, like, really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that's about it.
This was early in the fight. People were saying, oh, Mike still got it in him. I don't know how Jake claims that this punch cannot have affected him. That's that power we wanted to see. Ooh. Other people were saying, yo, this fight had to be rigged. This is nothing like what Mike looked during his sparring sessions, during his training footage.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this nigga, though. Like, what?
I mean, obviously, there's a big difference between
Like,
going
what?
to practice.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you see the way he's moving and the way he was, and that was the same age. It was a few days before the shit. That's why I'm like, bro, I kind of feel like it was like, they're like, bro, you'll get more money than him if you lose or some shit. Because he's on, like, a winning streak. We're not trying to fuck that up, so just let him win. But I'm like, bro, Mike was just going crazy at training.
Practice and going into the actual game. I'm sure other people out there who have played sports, not even boxing, but really like anything else, have known guys who were cold as fuck in practice, but when it came down to the game, they were cheeks. And then after the fight, they apparently asked him if Canelo would be his next fight, and Jake says, I don't need Canelo, he needs me. And I do think that Jake will continue to fight, but really like anything. I mean, obviously, there's a big difference between going through practice and going into the actual game. I'm sure other people out there who have played sports, not even boxing, but really like anything else, have known guys who were cold as fuck in practice, but when it came down to the game, they were cheeks. And then
I hate that, though. I hate that. Like, how are you going to be crazy good? Yeah, that's just, can't do nothing about that if that's the case. But it shouldn't be with Mike Tyson. He's Mike Tyson.
Asked him if Canelo would be his next fight, and Jake says, I don't need Canelo, he needs me. And I do think that Jake will continue to fight undersized guys who are like way out of their prime or just from a whole different sport. Like, look at the opponents he's had. He beat retired NBA player Nate Robinson.
He beat, exactly, an NBA player. The other nigga was an MMA fighter, but it was like, these niggas are MMA fighters, so they're used to like kicking and going on the ground and being able to do shit like that, and you're just boxing them. You're still beating, like, crazy people, kind of, though. Like, Tyron Woodley and fucking, the Anderson Silva guy. The Ben Askren nigga, that was just, like, he shouldn't have been fucking fighting. But, like, Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva, that's impressive, but it's like, they're done, and it's like, they don't box. They don't box, so it's like, nah.
Robinson 40. Okay, that's his first fight, you know. People just want to see what he could do. They were impressed with the knockout. Beat retired MMA fighter Ben Askren, he was 40. Obviously, that guy was known for being an elite grappler, was never known for his boxing. Beat retired MMA fighter Tyron Woodley, 42. Now, Tyron was known for striking in his UFC career, but obviously, like, the striking in UFC, does it always translate well to boxing? Probably not. Then he goes in there and beats Anderson Silva, who was already 49 years old. People thought that was crazy. They thought that was like way too past his prime to fight. And then he obviously loses to the only boxer who was even close to his age, Tommy Fury, and also the only person who was really like
he lost. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know who Tommy Fury was. Okay, so he lost. Okay.
Only boxer who was even close to his age, Tommy Fury, and also the only person who was really like a professional boxer. Beat semi-retired.
So he lost to a nigga close to his age, and that was actually a boxer. So you see, like, bro, what? So when the nigga fights people he's supposed to be fighting, he loses. Oh, whoop-de-doo. I didn't fucking, of course. Oh, shit. Who expected that? Like, yeah, nigga, no duh. Cause that's what I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying. We all knew this. I mean, it's crazy that bro traversed from the YouTube and like that whole spotlight to this, and is doing what he's doing. That's fire as fuck. But it's just like, we can't be like, oh, Gang is a credible boxer. Like, we can't do that because he'd be an NBA player and an MMA fighter that was a grappler, MMA fighter, another MMA fighter, but these niggas are MMA fighters that are done. And then he lost to an actual boxer, like near his age.
Retired MMA fighter Nate Diaz at 39. I mean, everyone always says, oh, Nate's had this, like, iron chin, but even that fight was pretty garbage. And then he beat up on Mike Tyson last night, 58 years old. You know, guys, I really thought that Mike could maybe turn back the clock for this one. I thought that he would look a little bit better than he did, but he did end up looking like an old man out there, and it was very sad to see. Like, I don't know, it felt like elderly abuse or something. It was just sad.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you do have to give some credit to Jake. I mean, the guy is an expert in marketing. He's an expert at making money and putting on these events. I think he made like, I don't know, $50-60 million last night, which is just fucking insane. But yeah, I hope someone puts an end to his little social experiment that he's been doing for the last couple of years soon. But I don't know if he'll ever put himself in that sort of compromising position, because without boxing and once he, you know, actually gets knocked out by somebody, I don't know how much he really has left in the tank. Like, I don't really see this guy going back to being an influencer or anything like that, going back to Disney. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down below. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. I'm sorry if the quality was not exactly up to par. Like I told you guys, I'm in this hotel room. The acoustics are ass. I'm recording this on a laptop. But it is what it is, guys. I'll catch y'all next week. I got a fire video coming, so y'all look forward to that. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other fake boxing out here needs to be coming. So I'm out. Peace.
Type. Nah, fire ass video, but he is kind of smart though. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just stay a YouTuber? You know what I'm saying? And like, hopefully that shit goes well. Like, you're only gonna be young so long, so you kind of is smart for switching his shit up. But it's like, how long is this gonna last too? He's gonna have to find something else. I think he should get into movies maybe, or some type of them niggas would be great at acting. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of shit. Logan Paul started fucking around with the WWE. I don't know. They'll find some dumb niggas. But, hey, is what it is. Hey, man. I'll check y'all niggas. Let me know what y'all want to see in the next one.